Hello, YouTube viewers. This is Sincere Michael from Scooby Productions, bringing you a new podcast for my subject called The Sailor Moon Crystal Reveal. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. And also, I will do my best not to breathe so hard during this recording of this audio podcast. Not trying to cause any audio feedback. Now, let's get into the latest episode of Sailor Moon, episode 33. When it last left off, Pluto, the new reborn Pluto, used her just destroyed the fourth witch out of the five witches. And now, Winnie was happy to see Pluto again, but she noticed this Pluto was different. Turns out, this is not the Pluto she known for her future. This is a different Pluto who was born in this time period. So basically, Pluto explained to Winnie that he's, that I was reborn by the power of the future Sailor Moon, or future Queen Sailor Moon and shit like that, blah blah blah. So anyway, out of nowhere we see Uranus Neptune appear, and Serena starts to transform into her princess form, being her princess dressed and shit. So basically, Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus bow down and introduce themselves. Now, Pluto explained that unlike me, Neptune and Uranus are guardians. Pluto and Neptune and Uranus are the Sailor Guardians, the outer Sailor Guardians. So basically, Pluto's job is to make sure to detect time and space, and as for Neptune and Uranus, their job is to stop any threats from wishing stop any threats. For reaching their planet and shit like that. So basically they've been outscattered. They've been trying to stop this threat. Trying to stop this unknown threat. Turns out this unknown threat comes from the Taurus star system, and that's what Mercury said. I saw a hologram of the Taurus system. Whoever these according to Neptune. Uranus, they don't know who's in charge. Don't know who's in charge. Who is the main bad guy yet? But they do know that but they do know that the Mugen School is so like the main bad guy hideout and shit. So therefore, they're not certain who's a bad guy, who's a bad guy yet. So anyway, Neptune just apologized to the others about being assholes and whatnot and attacking them and shit, because it's their job to this is their jurisdiction to deal with outside threats. So basically, this is their expertise and whatnot. So anyway, that's when Neptune, Pluto, and Uranus showing the three treasures. Now that's when Mars told them whoever this enemy is, but they seem interesting. they seem very interested in your guys' treasure weapons, and Pluto and the others agreed. Somehow, the power system is a special solar system that exists through a time-space void or some shit like that. So basically, so some reason they need their food, they feed treasure weapons for something, but they don't know what that something is yet. So anyway, the next day, while Serena was trying to get dressed and trying to get out of the house to be on time to school, we was watching the news, and it turns out a lot of students been missing at Mugen School. So later at school we and the other sets got set to Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus. Went to the command center and started to do more research about Professor Tomo and shit like that. After Serena asked her dad about the scientist, asked about the scientist like he know him before. So anyway. Anyway, they were certainly they thinking maybe Professor Tomo, who is the owner of the school, is behind or maybe the main bad guy behind is the main bad guy who's behind this force from the TARDIS from the TARDIS star system and shit like that. So anyway, so they try to be sure that Tomo is not a bad guy. We need to in case Tomo is a bad guy, make sure Hutao is okay and whatnot. So anyway, meanwhile, back at Mugen School at Professor Tomo's lab, Professor Tomo was focused on one new parasite monster and left along with Coral Knight. Professor Tomo was making fun of Coral Knight, how her hints how bad a job she's been doing with her 5 evil witches and shit like that. Basically breaking her balls and shit like that. And told her that Master Phantom 90 ain't gonna take no more favors from you. And I would like to see what happens to you. And he just laughed. So anyway, at the hideout we see Kuno talking to Master Phantom 90. It's like, you gotta keep big kidding thing, and he's thinking about, you still don't have the treasures yet, or you still haven't you still hadn't still in the Sen Scout yet and took their treasures yet. We're gonna need those treasures. We're gonna need those treasures for the talent crystal. So basically, tell her to stop bullshitting and get the job and get your job done. So anyway, so basically, it's only like back to the talent crystal into the fountain, and she knows that Michelle and Myra are both set of Neptune units. And also I left out one detail as well. Turns out that according to Pluto, Uranus is was born both a man and a woman. So basically, she does have an appearance she does have the appearance of a woman, but she has the strength of a, and also at the same time also has the appearance of a man. It's kind of confusing. But I'll get into that in the next into the next podcast. But anyway, but she still doesn't know who the hell is Jada Pluto is. So basically, she contacts the last group out to five witches to tell them that you need to you need to take care. You need to go to. I want you to find to the Neptune to the Uranus and to take the treasures, and also set a Pluto to most likely she's gonna show and help them, and fix this understood. So anyway, meanwhile, the next day, the next day, we see really asking Serena that she wanted to go to the movies for a hotel. The hotel asked her to go to the movies with her tonight. So basically, she was asking Serena's permission and Serena's dad's permission to go out, and they both said yes. Blah blah blah. So anyway, later that night, while Rena was waiting outside at the movies. Hutaru was being operated on by her father, Professor Tomo. So after an hour later, Rini tried to call Hutaru and to try to figure out why she stood her up. So she called. She called Hutaru, but no answer. So she decided to go to Hutaru's her apartment and shit. So anyway, at Hutaru's apartment in her bedroom, we see Hutaru's arm, she looked like a cyber arm makes it fresh. Now, according to Hutaru, who told me about how her mother died, in that fire, she said she suffered a lot of scars and shit. Turns out her arm was half metal and half flesh and shit, and that's what Professor Tomo told her that I made it appear to your implant, so basically you won't have any more fake spirits and whatnot. So when Professor Tomo left, that's when Reedy showed up to her window and saw Tao's metal arm, and she freaked out and said, "I'm sorry, Taro, I'm about to caught you at a bad time," and just ran off. And that's where Taro had the flashback about when her mother got killed, when she got hurt in that fire, her mother got killed. When she woke up, she found her arms and legs were both repaired with cybernetic implants and shit. So basically, with her power, she's able to cover up her cybernetic arms and legs, and basically, Hutaru felt like after when he saw her implant, she figured that Winnie lost Winnie as a friend and stuff, and that's when her head started to hurt for some reason, and she saw a vision of Neptune, Pluto, and Saturn, and her head kept on hurting. It was like something in my, and she kept on, and she said something in my head. It was wants is thought to be awake soon, meaning her cinema might be awake soon. So anyway, we were somewhere else. Weenie stopped running, and she felt very bad to run off about Houtaro after Houtaro tell her that, she had some accidents, some pretty bad scars and shit. So basically, she was feeling like a real jerk, like a real jerk to run off after seeing Houtaro like that. So anyway, at that moment, it started to hail. These hailstorms start to rain down over the city, and basically it starts to zap people's energy and go everyone in the city mad. But lucky for Weenie and Serena and Darren, Serena and Weenie's rocket protected them. So basically, they managed to head back to the command center and get the rest of the scouts to try to figure this out. Meanwhile, the last witch attacked Myra and Cell at their apartment, and so therefore they're all transformed to the scout mode to do battle with the last witch, and Pluto showed up as well. So basically, even though Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus are supposed to be the most powerful scouts or the most powerful scouts, they was getting their ass whooped. So anyway, at the command center, they saw Pluto, Neptune, and Saturn getting their ass whooped, and so Sailor Moon Scout showed up and gave them a hand. Gave him her hand. So basically, even with the whole Shadow Scout crew, the witch managed to use the time crystal and burn off all the Shadow Scouts that's the Shadow Moon, and force the inner scouts and the outer scouts to fight each other. So basically, Neptune used her mirror, Uranus used her sword, and Pluto used her time key staff and shit, and the scouts used the regular attacks. Some of those attacks were from the old Sailor Moon series, which was pretty good. It was a really good treat though. But anyway, Sailor Moon was trying to get the snack, out of it, but so far it didn't work. So basically, she used her moon hot sector to try to destroy the last witch, but she used the talent crystal to resolve her attack and managed to split herself into two big people. It turns out she was just one. The last witch was made of two people and shit. So basically, that's when the Tuxedo Mask and Minnie Moo showed up. Minnie Moo tried to use her hot hit to try to get the scouts to all stop fighting, but it didn't work. So basically, Tuxedo Mask used his cape to stop the Shadow Scouts to attack for hurting Weenie and him. So basically, Sailor Moon's like, I don't know what to do. So basically, I need to trust in power of my. I must summon the power or summon some power to order to me to stop them. So that's when Tuxedo Mask and Mini Moon combine their energy together and summon the Weenie's Holy Grail challenge. Turns out they with that divine powers they made a new version of the Piracy challenge, and this is how the episode ended. So anyway, this was a good episode. This is, we also found out a very shocking detail about Uranus, but this was a good episode. So anyway, like always, Cynthia Michael, sign off. 1,